Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in a shop window? Or perhaps a reflection you weren't expecting, and felt a quiet sigh escape your lips? Maybe it's the slight stiffness in your morning joints, or that little bit of fatigue that creeps in sooner than it used to, or even the frustration of forgetting a familiar name that's right on the tip of your tongue. It's a subtle whisper, but it's there, a sense that time is moving quickly. And perhaps our bodies aren't quite keeping pace with the vibrant spirit we still feel inside. We often see the signs of aging as an inevitable slide, a slow surrender to creaks, aches, and a fading sense of aliveness. It can feel like we're losing control, watching our youthful energy ebb away. And that can be a truly painful reality. Can't it? The thought of becoming less independent, less capable, or less engaged in the world we love. It weighs on us. But what if I told you there's a different path? What if the secret to feeling younger, more energetic, and more alive isn't hidden in some expensive pill or a complex medical procedure, but in a handful of simple, consistent habits that are completely within your reach? It's not about turning back the clock entirely, but about reclaiming your vitality, boosting your resilience, and extending the years you spend thriving, truly enjoying life, rather than just enduring it. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 golden habits that are far more powerful than you might imagine. These aren't just tips, they're foundational pillars that can help you build muscle, sleep better, sharpen your memory, improve digestion, boost your mood, and genuinely feel years younger. They're the keys to healthy aging and a longer, more joyful life. So, settle in, because you'll want to watch to the very end for something that will truly surprise you. Let's dive right into our first golden habit, and it's one that often gets overlooked, or perhaps intimidatingly misunderstood. I'm talking about mindful movement, specifically embracing forms of activity that build and maintain your muscle mass. Now, don't let the words muscle mass conjure up images of bodybuilders or heavy weights if that's not your cup of tea. This is about practical, accessible movement that keeps your body strong and capable for everyday life. You see, after the age of 50, and even more so after 60, our bodies naturally start to lose muscle, a process known as sarcopenia. It's a quiet thief, gradually robbing us of our strength, our balance, and even our energy. Think about it, that feeling of weakness when you try to open a stubborn jar, the wobble you might feel when you step off a curb, or the struggle to carry groceries from the car. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They're often direct results of declining muscle strength. This loss of muscle isn't just about feeling weaker. It significantly increases our risk of falls, makes everyday tasks much harder, and even slows down our metabolism, which can lead to weight gain and a host of other health issues. It's a painful reality that impacts our independence and quality of life. But here's the empowering truth. This process isn't irreversible, and it's certainly not inevitable. You can absolutely rebuild and maintain muscle at any age, and the benefits are truly transformative. When you engage in mindful movement that challenges your muscles, even gently, you're not just building strength, you're fortifying your entire system. You're improving your bone density, making your skeleton more resilient. You're enhancing your balance and coordination, significantly reducing your risk of falls. You're boosting your metabolism, which helps manage weight and energy levels. And perhaps most importantly, you're maintaining your independence, the ability to do the things you love without relying on others. So, what does this look like in practice? It doesn't mean you need to join a gym and start lifting barbells overnight. It can be as simple as incorporating bodyweight exercises into your routine. Think about sitting down and standing up from a chair without using your hands for support. That's a fantastic squat exercise right there. Or standing on one leg for a few seconds while you wait for the kettle to boil, gradually increasing the time. Resistance bands are another wonderful tool. They're inexpensive, portable, and offer a gentle yet effective way to work various muscle groups. Even everyday activities like gardening, if you approach them mindfully, can become strength-building exercises. Lifting bags of soil, digging, pulling weeds, these all engage different muscle groups. Walking, especially if you incorporate hills or a slightly brisker pace, is excellent. Dancing, too, is not just joyful, but fantastic for strength, balance, and cardiovascular health. The key is consistency and gradual progression. Start where you are, listen to your body, and slowly challenge yourself a little more each week. Just 5 to 10 minutes of focused strength work a few times a week can make a profound difference. Imagine feeling more stable, having more energy to enjoy a long walk with loved ones, or easily carrying your grandchild without feeling strained. That's the power of mindful movement. Now that we've talked about fueling our bodies and keeping them moving, let's explore another vital pillar of youthful living, embracing nutrient-dense eating. This isn't about strict diets or deprivation. It's about making conscious choices to truly nourish your body from the inside out. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. Would you put low-grade, adulterated fuel into it and expect it to run smoothly for years? Of course not. Our bodies are no different. What we eat directly impacts our energy levels, our mood, our cognitive function, and how well our organs function. One of the most common painful realities we face as we age is a decline in digestive health, often leading to discomfort, bloating, and irregular bowel movements. Another is the feeling of sluggishness, a lack of sustained energy throughout the day, which can often be traced back to what we're putting into our bodies. The focus here is on nutrient density, choosing foods that pack the most nutritional punch per calorie. This means prioritizing whole, unprocessed foods that are rich in vitamins, minerals, fiber, and healthy fats. Let's start with protein, which ties directly back to our first habit of building muscle. Many older adults simply don't get enough protein, and this accelerates muscle loss. Aim for a good source of protein at every meal. Lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, lentils, or nuts. Protein isn't just for muscles, it's crucial for repairing tissues, making enzymes and hormones, and keeping you feeling full and satisfied, preventing those energy crashes. Then there's fiber, the unsung hero of digestive health, found in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, and nuts. Fiber keeps your digestive system running smoothly, preventing constipation, a common issue that can be incredibly uncomfortable and impactful on daily life. It also helps regulate blood sugar, keeps cholesterol in check, and contributes to a healthy gut microbiome, which is increasingly linked to everything from mood to immunity. Try to eat the rainbow every day. Incorporate a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables into your meals. Think about vibrant berries for breakfast, a crisp green salad for lunch, and roasted colorful vegetables with dinner. These foods are packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect your cells from damage, literally helping to slow down the aging process at a cellular level. And don't forget healthy fats, found in avocados, olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon. These are vital for brain health, joint lubrication, and hormone production. They help keep your mind sharp and your joints moving freely. Hydration is another critical, yet often overlooked, aspect of nutrient-dense living. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, and many medications can contribute to dehydration. Water is essential for every bodily function: digestion, nutrient absorption, temperature regulation, and joint lubrication. Even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and confusion. Make a habit of sipping water throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. Keep a glass by your side, or set reminders. Maybe flavor your water with a slice of lemon or cucumber if you find plain water unappealing. The practical steps are simple: focus on whole foods, limit processed foods, reduce added sugars, and stay well hydrated. Small shifts, like swapping a sugary drink for water or adding an extra serving of vegetables to your plate, can accumulate into significant health improvements. Imagine the relief of a smoothly functioning digestive system, the sustained energy that allows you to pursue your hobbies with vigor, and the clarity of mind that comes from a truly well-nourished body. These aren't just dreams. They're attainable realities when you commit to nutrient-dense eating. Now, let's talk about another fundamental aspect of feeling truly rejuvenated and vibrant: We've covered the crucial roles of mindful movement and nutrient-dense eating in our journey towards healthy aging. But there's another pillar, often silently neglected, that holds immense power over our energy, our mood, and even our memory quality: sleep. Think about those mornings when you wake up feeling unrested, foggy, or just generally out of sorts. It's a painful reality that many of us simply aren't getting the restorative sleep our bodies and minds desperately need, especially as we get older. We might attribute it to aging, but often, it's about poor sleep habits or environmental factors. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It impacts everything. It dulls your cognitive function, making it harder to focus, remember things, or make decisions. It affects your mood, leaving you irritable or anxious. It weakens your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness. And it even impacts your physical recovery, hindering muscle repair and increasing inflammation. It's a vicious cycle that can leave you feeling perpetually drained and older than your years. But truly, restful sleep is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools at your disposal. It's when your body performs its essential repair work, consolidates memories, balances hormones, and cleanses your brain of metabolic waste. Imagine waking up feeling truly refreshed, mentally sharp, and ready to embrace the day with energy. That's the transformative power of quality sleep. So, how can we cultivate this golden habit? The first step is establishing a consistent sleep routine. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, your circadian rhythm. Create a relaxing pre-sleep ritual, perhaps a warm bath, reading a calming book, listening to gentle music, or practicing some deep breathing exercises. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, TVs for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light they emit can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Make your bedroom a sanctuary: dark, quiet, and cool. Even small amounts of light can disrupt sleep, so consider blackout curtains. If noise is an issue, a white noise machine or earplugs can be incredibly helpful. And be mindful of what you consume before bed. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol, as they can all disrupt sleep patterns. Even though alcohol might make you feel drowsy initially, it often leads to fragmented, non-restorative sleep later in the night. It's about listening to your body and creating an environment that signals to your brain that it's time to rest and rejuvenate. The difference it can make in your daily energy and overall well-being is profound. Now, while we're talking about keeping our bodies and minds sharp, let's transition smoothly into our fourth golden habit: cognitive engagement. Just as our muscles need to be challenged to stay strong, our brains thrive on stimulation. The painful reality for many as they age is the fear of memory loss, the worry about losing their mental faculties, and the feeling that their minds just aren't as quick as they once were. Those moments of senior moments can be frustrating and even frightening. We worry about losing our sharpness, our ability to learn new things, or to engage in stimulating conversations. It's a genuine concern that impacts our confidence and our quality of life. But here's the exciting truth: your brain is incredibly adaptable. A concept known as neuroplasticity. You can continue to grow new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones throughout your entire life. Regardless of your age, the key is to keep it actively engaged and challenged. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. The more you use it in novel and stimulating ways, the stronger and more resilient it becomes. So, how do we practice cognitive engagement? It's about more than just doing crossword puzzles, though those certainly help. It's about consistently introducing novelty and a challenge into your mental routine. Try learning a new skill, perhaps a musical instrument, a new language, painting, or even a new craft like knitting or woodworking. The process of learning something new, especially something that requires coordination and problem solving, lights up different areas of your brain and builds new connections. Reading widely and diversely is another fantastic way to keep your mind active. Don't just stick to one genre. Explore history, science, fiction, biographies, Engage in stimulating conversations with friends and family. Discuss current events. Or join a book club. Even playing strategy games, whether it's chess, bridge, or even online puzzles, can be incredibly beneficial. The goal is to avoid autopilot and actively seek out opportunities to think, reason, and remember. Make it a point to try a different route when you drive, or solve a small problem in a new way. These seemingly small actions accumulate over time to create a more resilient and vibrant mind, keeping you sharp, witty, and ready for whatever life throws your way. Imagine the confidence of knowing your mind is active and alert, ready to tackle new challenges and enjoy intellectual pursuits. Next, we'll dive into our fifth golden habit, and it's one that's often underestimated in its profound impact on our well-being: stress management and mindfulness. In our modern world, stress seems almost unavoidable, a constant companion, and for many of us, as we get older. The pressures don't necessarily decrease. They might simply change shape. The painful reality is that chronic stress, whether from financial worries, health concerns, family dynamics, or even just the daily grind, takes a serious toll on our bodies and minds. It doesn't just make us feel anxious or overwhelmed, it physically ages us. Chronic stress can lead to inflammation throughout the body, disrupt our sleep, elevate blood pressure, weaken our immune system, contribute to digestive issues, and even accelerate cellular aging. It can manifest as persistent fatigue, irritability, difficulty concentrating, or even physical aches and pains that seem to have no other cause. It robs us of our peace, our joy, and our ability to truly be present in our lives. But here's the incredibly hopeful truth: we have powerful tools to manage stress and cultivate inner calm. Regardless of our external circumstances, this is where mindfulness comes in. The practice of being fully present and aware of the moment, without judgment. It's about taking control of your internal response to external pressures. Imagine the feeling of calm washing over you, a sense of peace even amidst life's inevitable challenges, and the clarity that comes from a mind that isn't constantly racing. That's the power of effective stress management. So, what does this look like in practice? It doesn't mean you have to meditate for hours every day, although if that appeals to you, it's wonderful. Simple, deep breathing exercises can be incredibly effective. Just a few minutes of conscious, deep breaths, inhaling slowly through your nose, holding for a count, and exhaling slowly through your mouth can activate your body's relaxation response. Spending time in nature is another powerful stress reliever. Whether it's a gentle stroll in a park, sitting quietly in your garden, or simply observing the birds from your window, connecting with the natural world has a profoundly calming effect. Engaging in hobbies that bring you joy and allow you to lose yourself in the activity are also fantastic forms of stress relief. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, knitting, gardening, or cooking, these activities provide a much-needed mental break and a sense of accomplishment. Even simple acts like listening to calming music, having a cup of tea in silence, or taking a few moments to simply notice your surroundings can be profoundly centering. The key is to consciously build these moments of peace into your day. Even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, it's about creating a buffer against the stresses of life, allowing your body to relax, repair, and rejuvenate. By actively managing stress and cultivating mindfulness, you're not just feeling better, you're actively slowing down the aging process and enhancing your overall well-being. We've covered so much already, from nourishing our bodies and minds, to finding peace in our daily lives through movement, food, sleep, mental stimulation, and stress reduction. Each of these habits is a golden thread, weaving together to create a stronger, more vibrant you. But there's one more incredibly powerful habit that ties it all together. And it's something truly special, often overlooked in our individualistic world. This is the secret I promised you at the beginning. Something that might surprise you in its simplicity and profound impact: the power of social connection and a strong sense of purpose. The painful reality is that as we age, many of us face the silent challenge of loneliness. Friends move away or pass on. Family might live far apart, and the social circles that once sustained us can shrink. This feeling of isolation isn't just unpleasant. It's a genuine health risk. Research consistently shows that chronic loneliness can be as detrimental to our health as smoking or obesity. It increases the risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even shortens life expectancy. It's a heavy burden, a quiet ache that can erode our sense of worth and joy, making us feel truly older and more vulnerable. We might feel like we don't have a place, or that our contributions are no longer valued. And that can be devastating. But here's the truly surprising and uplifting truth: fostering genuine social connections and finding a renewed sense of purpose are not just pleasant additions to life. They are fundamental to healthy aging and longevity. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of anticipation, knowing you have meaningful interactions ahead, and that your presence genuinely matters to others. Imagine the joy of sharing laughter, offering support, and feeling deeply connected to the world around you. This isn't just about having people around. It's about quality connections that bring meaning and joy. Studies show that people with strong social ties live longer, healthier, and happier lives. It literally boosts your immune system, reduces stress, and provides a powerful buffer against depression and anxiety. And having a sense of purpose, whether it's through volunteering, mentoring, pursuing a passion, or simply nurturing your family and community, gives your life direction and meaning, which is incredibly rejuvenating for the spirit. It's the ultimate anti-aging secret, because it provides the motivation and the why behind living well. So, how can you cultivate this golden habit? It starts with reaching out. It could be as simple as making a phone call to an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while, inviting a neighbor over for a cup of tea, or joining a local club or group that aligns with your interests. Whether it's a walking group, a book club, a choir, or a crafting circle, community centers often offer a wealth of opportunities for connection and learning. Consider volunteering your time for a cause you care about. Giving back, sharing your wisdom and experience, is one of the most fulfilling ways to connect and find purpose. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Even small acts of kindness or connection can make a world of difference, both for you and for others. Nurture the relationships you already have. Schedule regular visits with family. Make time for friends. And genuinely listen and engage when you're with others. It's about being present, being vulnerable, and allowing yourself to be seen and supported. The feeling of belonging, of being valued, and of contributing to something larger than yourself is profoundly powerful. It fuels your spirit, sharpens your mind, and invigorates your body in ways that simply can't be replicated by any diet or exercise plan alone. This sense of connection, of shared humanity and mutual support, is the true fountain of youth. So, there you have it, 6 golden habits that, when woven together, form a powerful tapestry for a longer, healthier, and more joyful life after 50. It's about embracing mindful movement to keep your body strong and capable, fueling yourself with nutrient-dense foods for sustained energy and vitality, prioritizing quality sleep for deep restoration, keeping your mind sharp and engaged through continuous learning, effectively managing stress to foster inner calm, and perhaps most importantly, nurturing meaningful social connections and finding a deep sense of purpose that ignites your spirit. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's not the goal. The beauty of these habits lies in their simplicity and the fact that even small, consistent changes can make an enormous difference over time. Pick one habit that resonates most with you right now and start there. Perhaps it's adding a few extra steps to your day, or swapping out one processed snack for a piece of fruit, or making a conscious effort to get to bed a little earlier. Celebrate every small victory, because each step forward is a step towards a more vibrant, resilient, and youthful you. You have so much life to live, so much joy to experience, and so much wisdom to share. Don't let the years define you. Instead, let these golden habits empower you to truly thrive at every stage of life. If this video has sparked something in you, if it's given you a new perspective or a gentle nudge towards a healthier path, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. And I'd love to hear which of these habits resonates most with you, or what positive changes you've already experienced in your own journey. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's build a supportive community together. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more helpful content designed to empower you to live your absolute best life. You are capable of so much, and your best years are still ahead. Live your best life at every age.